Amy from the Eastlake Library, and today I'm going to show you a couple variations of a simple icing technique for sugar cookies. So I already have made our sugar cookies and chilled them, and then the icing that we're going to make is just a real simple powdered sugar icing. It takes powdered sugar, water, flavoring like vanilla, and food coloring to make it pretty. The other things that we're going to be using today are Ziploc bags. These are going to act as piping bags. And we're going to need toothpicks and a pair of scissors. Started, we are going to put our icing in one of our Ziploc bags. So we're just going to open it up like that. And your icing should be consistency somewhere between toothpaste and slime. So it's going to be a little runny, but if you draw a line with it, you're going to get a line. You're not just going to get a flood of icing. So there it is, all scraped in there. And then we'll just close up that Ziploc bag and send the icing down to one corner. And then our next step is to cut a tiny point off of the icing bag. And we're going to do this to both of them, green and yellow for springtime colors. Then we are going to take one of our cookies, and we're going to take the color that we have more of, just because, and we're going to draw an outline around the cookie in icing. Then we're going to draw stripes across the cookie in our colors. So I'm going to do all the green ones first because it's easier, and then I'm going to switch to the yellow and do all the yellow ones. All right, switching to yellow. We're just going to fill in all those parts where we see the cookie. All right, our next step is to take one of our toothpicks and run slashes in the frosting in one direction. Flip the cookie around and run those same slashes. Also going to turn my toothpick around in the same direction that it was easy for me to go in. So I get reverse stripes going the other way. And now I have a chevron pattern on my cookie. So if, like me, you're getting little tiny gaps in your frosting, you can always just poke them with the toothpick and kind of flatten your icing. So that way you don't have any gaps and you don't see any cookie underneath. All right, and that is how, simple way to do chevron stripes on a cookie. Okay, so then the next variation of this toothpick technique, sorry, again, you're going to do the outline on the cookie in the one color, but then we're going to switch colors and we're going to do little circles on, since this is a flower cookie, we're going to do on each of the petals. And then one in the middle. Then we're going to switch back to our green color and we're going to fill in all the parts that are cookies still and not icing. All right, and then we'll just take our toothpick and smooth out that frosting. Oops, I forgot a bit in the center there. All right. So then, as we did that same drag technique with the chevron stripes, we're going to start that again. We're going to drag across a single circle all the way down, moving around the cookie towards the center. And then when we get to the center, we're just going to pick a direction and do that same drag down technique. And now there are little hearts of icing in all of the different petals. Now, the last technique I'm going to show you is, again, where you have that same big, we're going to do just one big one here, a circle of your one color and then fill in the rest with your other color. Should be good. And then what we're going to do is we are going to take the toothpick and drag in towards that green center as many times as we like. And then if it gets a little muddy, we can just push the color around. And what that gives us is a flower. All right, well, thank you very much for hanging out with us today and learning a little bit about some icing techniques on sugar.